Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's DJ Racha. Welcome this week. I'm doing a review of Mursday, a review of Murs and Mayday, the band Mayday, for Murs' first album on his new label, Strange Music with Tech Nine. Also, all the tracks you're going to be hearing are produced by me as well in the background. Be sure to check the links up below. But yeah, like I was saying, it's the first album that Murs has done. Also, if you've seen some of his more recent stuff, he came out with a mixtape earlier this year called Shut Your Trap, produced with Curtis King. And it was definitely different. As you can see, he was doing a trap beat tape or a trap mixtape. So if you know Murs' past, he's definitely more of a soulful rapper with his collaborations with Ninth Wonder. But going through trap and then going to Strange Music, I can definitely tell you I was curious to see exactly what direction he was going to go in, lyrically as well as beat-wise. And then you also see a different collaboration with him with Mayday. Mayday also as well. This is their third album on Strange Music's label. But I've really never had the opportunity to really get deep into this band, which I'm really glad I did this time. Also, Mayday consists of two MCs as well, going by the name of Burns and Recognize. And yeah, as soon as the album drops in, the very first track you hear Murs go on a rant how their sound sounds so phenomenal. And be prepared, because as he states, this is going to be the best, maybe one of the better albums you've heard, and he drops it 40 years. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I definitely laughed inside. I don't think that he can be able to do one of the best albums in the 40 years. I love Murs. Some of my favorite albums are by Murs. But yeah, it definitely gets your ear peeking though. But the first drop is Tabletops, which really with upbeat horns. It's a real hard track. Got some really dope scratches. Definitely a big element when it comes to hip hop. This whole track just goes throughout. But there's you can definitely see there's a rock influence in the beats as well. The next one comes in as Zones with a real trippy track. And then one of my favorite tracks as well, which is New Toys, a little bit later, where they get really introspective. It's a very deep track. I love the vocals as well and the hook. And that's where Murs really shines, when he gets deep, when he gets intellectual. Personally, that's why I listen to Murs as well. But mostly throughout this album is just real upbeat tracks. You go to brand new Get Up. I mean, right from the get-go, I instantly want to get moving. But then you also have tracks like Sergey's song, which is a real cool flip on Nas's One Love with a bilingual twist. And you get to see really Mayday shine on their end as Murs continues the flip on Nas's One Love. Some really cool stuff. But right after that, you go to another upbeat track, which is one of my favorites on the album, Beast Out of the Box. And I mean, you have other tracks going on. One of my I don't want to say favorites, but they have also a cool track about Bitcoin, which I mean, it's not a full trend until it hits a hip hop track, right? But definitely cool, little introspective of that as well. Kind of cool, funny skit at the end. Just talking about how Bitcoin's in the future. But really one of the standout tracks is a song called Here, which is a very low-key track, a very introspective track, talking about how they never belonged here when they grew up. They always thought they were destined for bigger and better things. I love everything from the beat to the lyrics. The one thing I've noticed through this album, while every beat is really cool, there's honestly not a track in here that I would skip. But if you're looking for lyrics, that is one aspect I think is lacking. where I don't take any weight on a lot of these tracks. It takes a while to bring back lyrical content into it, where it's more just about the flow. So that's where here really comes in, where everybody just goes hard and lyrically, not necessarily hard in rapping, but they definitely put their time into it. It's a very, very moving track, actually very radio friendly as well, not just a hip hop track. And as I said, that's the one part that I do take away from this album, where the beats are amazing. And honestly, the feel for it, I would say, and I'm going to get criticized for it, but I would definitely say it has a Macklemore tone to it. Maybe a little bit more hip-hop-ish elements to it. Also, you have that Miami vibe as well in a couple tracks. So maybe if you just take Macklemore with a little bit more hip-hop, you take Ryan Lewis, you take Ryan Lewis's beats with a little bit more hip-hop-ish and a little bit more of a Miami tone. And that's what this album makes me feel like. It's a really, really upbeat through most of the tracks. And when they are upbeat, it's real cool. I would say similar to like what you see as Dilated Peoples as well, who, by the way, just released a new music video for their upcoming album. But yeah, like I said, there's no tracks in here that I'd want to skip at all. Everything has a really, really cool vibe. And it's one of those albums where you get the end, and then it goes on to the next random track, or just turns off, where you get bummed that you just lost that vibe. That's the one thing I noticed throughout the entire album. Has a real cool vibe. You just want to keep on going. One of those albums that you wish was longer than a 90-minute track or 90-minute album. Overall, I would say, like I said, one of my favorite tracks is Beast Out of the Box. I definitely recommend checking it out. You can see all the links below. Also, I filmed a new video coming up. I've got a really cool project that I did. Be sure to be on the lookout for that. We did half the filming right now. I'm actually making a beat specifically for that project as well. And we'll be wrapping it up shortly, so be on the lookout for that. Be sure to check out my blog as well. You're going to find other cool music videos that just came out. And yeah, I mean, to conclude on the album, like I said, I would definitely recommend it for anybody. If you like the Macklemore album, or if you like Murs and Mayday, definitely check it out. Overall, I would recommend this to anybody if you like hip-hop, if you like some hard raps, and you're just looking for an album to vibe to. It is definitely one of my more top albums of the year so far, for sure. But yeah, guys, anyways, it's been cool. It's DJ Racha. Till next week, till next album, and go A's. Peace.